Yo, it's your boy Miles and welcome back to yet another Next Up. The Academy Football Network Next Up brings you the best reviews on the latest up-and-coming talent in the English Academy system. And next up today is none other than Michael Olise. But hold on 1 second, before we even get any further in this video, make sure you check out the other content on the channel. Interviews, podcasts. It's available not only on YouTube, Spotify, iTunes, all in the link in the description. Don't be stingy with it, it's just a click away. But speaking of away, let's bring it back home. Crystal Palace recently completed the signing of Reading midfielder Michael Olise for £8 million. Olise was originally at Chelsea Academy before heading over to Reading at 14 years old. And he's not only left-footed, but he can play in a variety of attacking positions. Now 19 though, Michael Olise is Patrick Vieira's very first signing at Selhurst Park. He grabbed 7 goals and 12 assists last season, with only Buendia creating more, and was also named the EFL Young Player of the Season, ahead of the likes of Liverpool's Harvey Elliott, who was on loan at Blackburn last season, and Norwich's Max Aarons. But I'ma come clean, I have a secret. Come close. The streets have been talking, and my ears have been to the streets. And the streets are saying that Michael Olise is an absolute baller. I, for one, cannot wait for him to link up with Eze, Wilf. It's going to be a problem. It will be interesting to see how Vieira sets up the team once Eze is back. And we wish him the speediest of recoveries. But with that being said, roll the footage, garçon! Composure, balance, guile. That's words that spring to mind when Olise is on the ball. And as you can see, he doesn't panic when the midfielder comes out to pressure him, but just coolly steps aside and lays it off. But don't sleep on the accuracy and the weight of the pass though. And here we have the Olise roll. Oh, he's got more disguises than Arsène Diop, Arsène Lupin, Sacre Bleu. But we'll be seeing much more of this later though. But hold on though. Let's bring this clip back. It's not just flair, it's not just trickery, it's the details. So he rolls the first defender and turns him into a Drake meme. And as you can see, when the second defender approaches, he saw what he'd done to his brethren and he's like, you know what, I don't want him to do that to me. So he sets his body in a position to stop him from doing that roll again. But as a result, it opens the passing lane for Olise to find his colleague on the edge of the box in a dangerous area and get a shot on goal. It shows he's not just using his feet, but he's using up here. It shows that he's thinking on the fly. It shows that the trickery he used for the first defender has given him even more options for the second one. Olise here runs effortlessly with the ball. Nice chop inside as he changes direction and moves into space. Unfortunately, he couldn't find that pass. Here he comes off the left nicely and keeps it simple. Knowing when and where to play will be absolutely key with that jump to the Premier League. Uh-oh. Here goes that roll again. He's got the defender looking like Eddie Gordo. Choose your fighter. Man's doing capoeira, shaku, b-boy breakdance with the cardboard, almost spinning on his back. But even though he doesn't score in this clip, it reminds me of 2 classic goals. The first one is Messi's goal against Bayern Munich when he chopped Boateng and severed his legs.
Here he is again. Here he is again. That's astonishing!
The second goal it reminds me of is Henry in the invincible season against Liverpool, when Henry opened up his body and he chopped Carragher so hard that man speared Didi Hamann in his kneecaps, bro. If you don't believe me, check the footage yourself.
Henry, sidestepping 1, sidestepping 2! That is brilliant!
But needless to say, once Olise ties everything together, which I wholeheartedly believe that he will, you're going to be seeing goals like that from him. I love the way he knows the speed of the ball is slow enough to tempt the defender in, and that accelerated first touch just takes him out of the game completely. And the first touch is such that the only way that he can stop him is to foul him. So I can see him winning a lot of fouls in the Premier League this season. Now this is relatively a simple goal, but look at the initial distance between Olise and the midfielder. It'll be interesting to see if Patrick Vieira adopts a high press. And here Olise recognises the trigger, recognises the opportunity, eats up the ground munches him and coolly finishes. Flair player, yes, but dog work too. You can see him snapping at his heel. I promise I will never make that sound again. But don't believe me, I'm a true liar. But whenever I think of dog work, I think of that old school Nike ad. You know, the one with Cantona, Maldini, R9 Ronaldo, Ian Wright, where they're playing against the devil. And R9 does a rainbow flick over a defender's head. The henchmen are holding the dogs and dogs are... Whenever I hear the phrase dog work, I think of them dogs barking. So he was moving like a hellhound from the Nike ad here. Oof, lovely little Conaguero shoulder feint. I know Santan Dave knows about that one. But that skill there is giving me Nico Pepe vibes, I can't lie. At times, Olise runs into traffic, and a common critique is his end product and his willingness to stay on his feet, which is something he'll have to be wary of so that he doesn't become a target. But with more game time and experience, things will improve now. Back to the good stuff. Here he takes out 2 or 3 Stoke players, Ryan Shawcross, Inga or Scooby-Doo, and I don't think the referee has a clue either because that was 100% a foul. Oh, lovely trick and imagination here. Here he's going stride for stride with Jude Bellingham a couple seasons back. Jinks inside and earns a foul. I am not a betting man and I don't advise you bet either, but if I was, I would probably put a cheeky pound down on Olise being the most foul player in the league. Actually, I don't think he can take that away from Jack Grealish, aka the calf of God. Speaking of which, I can't wait to see more of this next season. Committing defenders, striking fear, and causing mayhem nationwide. Here he has enough time to look at the menu and say, you know what? Can I have 2 rolls, please? And they ate both of them. Come on, lads, we need to do better than this. And this right here is my favorite clip today. It sums up Olise perfectly. Lupin, the gentleman burglar, left 2 men chasing a shadow. Mon ami, c'est quoi? Oh, c'est Lupin, I've done it again! Crystal Palace have a very exciting player on their hands. A crowd raiser, a risk taker, a seat filler, and he has the skill set to be useful both against a low block and on the counter attack. And a quick Snapple fact, he was born in the UK but represents France internationally at youth level. 2 absolutely stacked squads with exciting young players, so it'll be interesting to see who he chooses. Maybe he might even spring a surprise and pick the country of his heritage, whether that be West Indian or African. But if you enjoyed this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, make sure you smash that like button, and make sure you share as well. And this is now your chance to get involved. Who do you want to see us review? Let us know in the comments below, and if we choose someone that you guys suggest, of course we'll give you guys a young shout out as well. But until we see who's next up, we move!